See here activity given. Read the following dialogue and write a paragraph on it. If the human rights movement becomes influential worldwide, there is no need for other movements. But the problems in developing countries are of different nature. Different social, economic, and cultural conditions may give rise to different movements. Yes, it is indeed because problems in developing countries are different and problems in developed countries are different. It is true, otherwise, we would not have said save girls. We can get an experience of movement here itself. Can we start a movement to make school surroundings safe for girls? Movements were suppressed during the British period, but in democratic system, existence of movements is an indicator of healthy democratic system. So, if you see what is expected here, include these points and you are expected to write a paragraph. Okay. Now, let us see the I am not going to discuss about can you find out, because you are expected to you have to do yourself. Okay. Then see important movements in India. First one is tribal movement. In the pre-independence period, means before independence, the British government deprived tribal people of their right to livelihood on forest resources, because they had an eye on forest resources, and but tribal people were completely dependent on these means forest resources. There was a tribal uprising in Kolam, Chota Nagpur, Gond from Orissa, Koli, Bhilla and Ramoshi from Maharashtra. Santal and Munda from Bihar. The tribal struggle, their conflicts has continued since those years. Tribals in India face several problems because due to the decrease in the area of forest. Mainly tribal people live in forest areas and they are dependent on forest. They collect forest resources and they sell it. One major problem is that they are denied right over forest. Means right was not given to them. The main demand of the tribal movement is to accept their right over forest. They should be allowed to collect products of forest and also should have right to cultivate on forest land. Yes, their demand is obviously correct. Everyone has to support for that purpose. Farmers movement in India. Farmers movement in India is an important movement. During British period, farmers started getting organized due to anti-agricultural policies of the British colonial government. Means they were against to the interest of the farmers. That's why we call it as anti-agricultural policies. You must be aware of farmers movements in Bardoli, Champaparanya and movements against revenue collection. Means higher revenues were collected. The farmers' movements were inspired by the thoughts of Mahatma Phule, Justice Ramde and Mahatma Gandhi. Collect some more information about these great people. Due to some reforms in agriculture, means tenancy laws relating to the titling of the land, etc., the farmers' movement slowed down. After Green Revolution, the farmers' movement became more active and effective. Through Green Revolution, Green Revolution aimed at increasing agricultural production and achieving self-sufficiency in food grains. Means what was the aim of the Green Revolution? Increasing food production, and another one is achieving self-sufficiency. It did not benefit the poor farmers because poor farmers they are facing a lot of problems because their income is very low. They can't expend much. The farmers were now divided into rich farmers and poor farmers. Dissatisfaction among the poor farmers led to the beginning of farmers movement. Means you have to understand the main cause of farmers movement. What is the main cause of farmers movement? Dissatisfaction. They were not satisfied by the existing facilities. among the poor farmers led to the beginning of farmers movement. Appropriate price for agricultural products. Nowadays also we can see this problem. Sometimes poor farmers get very low prices, and it is would not cover, unable to cover the production cost also. Because what is production cost means cost incurred by them to produce that particular crop. Agriculture to be treated as an industry. Implementation of the recommendation of the Swaminathan Commission. Debt relief, debt cancellation, national policy for agriculture are some of the demands of the farmers movement. Shetkari Sangatna, Bharatiya Kisan Union, All India Kisan Sabha are some of the important farmers organizations in India.